Good morning. This is Will, otherwise known as Mountain William, otherwise known as Paul Charles Pat from Flint, Michigan, otherwise known as Buck Naked, otherwise known as Dusty Rhodes, otherwise known as Lumpy Gravy, otherwise known as Grumpy Old Gamer, etc., infinium into ad nauseum. But this is a cry for help to any of my real life friends. I have been traveling across the continent, more or less, sometimes in a car, sometimes now currently in a bus. I have had zero funds. I got $1,500 from my bus funds finally last Tuesday. The check arrived finally. Deposited in the bank. They gave me $1,500 towards my apartment I needed because of my extreme abdomen infection. My cousin Patricia's been hemorrhaging money, keeping me alive here and there, and I don't think she has any funds to help me anymore. But things are dire. I'm completely out of gas. I think it is 4:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. I believe it is like 4 days before Thanksgiving. I'm not even sure. I think it's Tuesday. I have no gas. I basically have had no water for days. I stayed at a lake, so the dogs are fine. I still have plenty of dog foods. The four dogs are fat, happy, and sassy and pooping on the floor sometimes. You know how it goes because we've been stuck in a van freezing with wild, dangerous animals everywhere out here. This is a plea for help. If somebody could please reach out to April Selby of Selby Realty or to the lady who bought my house. Like if this is Jen and you've met the lady that bought my house, you could go talk to her personally. But I am like dying here. I have no funds. No one's really helping me. I've been in the hospital. I have a severe infection. It has taken over my entire abdomen cavity. It has. When I was in the hospital, they told me to get into a bathtub immediately to have a fighting chance. I rented an apartment. The apartment fucked me. And now they have stolen $1,100 of my funds, and I am homeless without any kind of recourse, without a phone to complain, without any kind of help. I've been stopped and detained by the police for an hour to 2 hours each time, 9 different times. I have no money. They say that I'm a destitute homeless person, and I guess I am at this point. I can't get any medicine. I can't get any help. I cannot get a phone to work. I have not had a working phone. I lost my Text Now phone like the day that I signed. I have not been able to make a single phone call since I signed the papers to sell my house. The big, fat, morbidly obese pit bull clerk lady assistant at the title company went pitbull on me and attacked me and drove me insane. She kept over talking me with my head injury. I had explained to her what I needed to make my disability, to make the process easy where I could deal with it. She took every bit of information I gave her and used it against me, pitbull style. I guess she thought that she was hired by the buyer because she kept saying, you can't go back. If you go back, you're stealing. Blah, blah, splee. I kept saying, please call April Selby. This is not the agreement. And she just kept like, like, you can either sign and you get the money and you walk away and cannot go back, or you can not sign and you can keep the property and everything's done. But I knew that was going to fuck the lady buying my property because I knew that she had been escaping a bad life. And if I did not sign that paperwork, she had like 30 hours left. So she was going to lose her business. I think she was going to lose her disabled child. I do believe her whole life would have crashed. And my cousin Patty says, why would you sign papers without a penny down and no way to live? And because, yes, I value me, I value my life. But that lady was going to lose everything she owned. She was going to lose her child. She was going to lose all of her belongings. She was going to lose her business. And she was going to be trapped in an abusive relationship if I didn't sign. So, yes, I sacrificed myself. I sacrificed maybe $60,000 to $100,000 worth of high-tech equipment I had stacked up. I sacrificed fine art. I had a painting that's been destroyed and lost. It's still here, but it's destroyed. But it was a painting by Thomas Sachs, a painter that stayed with me for a while in Airbnb, and his top painting sold for $38,000 in a gallery in Phoenix. But this was a unique, uncatalogued painting because it was his first piece he ever started, and he was so obsessive he never finished it, even till the day I finally got it from him, because he just could never finish anything. I don't know. I hate my life. I really do love my life, even though I'm stuck living in a wonderful van with a beautiful sunlight, a beautiful mural painted above me. There's a beautiful mural up there somewhere, painted above me. Oh, well, fuck it. But, man, the Best Western in Alamosa took my money. I was there. I had signed an agreement. I have the lease still in my possession. They had told me I could stay with my 4 dogs, no problem. But then there became many problems. The apartment directly next to me to the north had 5 people living in a one-room apartment. The room next to that had several old men with several dogs living in it, and they were all bitchy. And not the 5 people in the 5 apartment. They were pretty nice, but they were like really young kids, I believe, in college, just trying to get by. 5 people to a one-room motel apartment. Way illegal. The whole Best Western place is a scam. But they stole $1,100 of my cash. I had talked to the manager. I told her how the owner kept berating me about my dogs, and his wife kept berating me about my dogs, and the neighbors were pissed about my dogs, and I was going to be a nice guy and leave, even though I needed a bathtub because of my infection, and try to find another place to go because I couldn't deal with the constant hate of the fucking owner's wife coming up to me going, "Your dogs are barking," and shit like that. And fuck it, and the old guys in the apartment next door's dogs were shitting everywhere, and they weren't picking it up, so I knew it was going to come on me, even though I'm a responsible dog owner, and I feed my dogs, and I pick up my dog shit, but the whole world is against me, and I'm losing my fucking mind here. I don't really know what the fuck to do. I have no way to get any kind of fucking phone call. I cannot get any kind of internet. I get lucky every once in a while somebody comes by with a hotspot and you get these updates. But sometimes I post them and they don't go up for a week. I was stuck on the side of Blanca Peak for a week with a shredded tire. I bought a psychedelic van. I love my life. I'm meeting the most beautiful, patriotic, homesteader families, all dirt poor, and we're all trying to survive out here in the dirt. But yes, society and the red tape is killing me with my schizoaffective disorder, full-blown psychotic shit. For me now, the stress has driven me into a full-blown psychotic like reality bender. I don't really have any food. I've got about a tiny jar of peanut butter left. When they chased me out of the motel room, they got my big screen TV. They got all my signs. They got about all my groceries, like $50 worth of chips and like $30 worth of beef jerky and all kinds of other shit. They got all my food. And I am starving and I am hating my life. I really don't, though. I really love my life. And the nature here is so beautiful if you could see it. But I really am in dire need of help. If somebody could figure out some way to help me, I have no idea. This infection in my belly It's gotten inside my belly button. There's a hole inside my belly button, and the infection's gone inside my abdomen cavity. The baths at the motel did help, probably save my life, but I am not out of the badness yet. And when I last looked at my belly, not yesterday, but the day before, because it's so horrible and I can't deal with the reality. But it's like the skin has like formed like tubes and around the belly where the holes into the abdomen, and it's like gotten like hard, and I don't know. It's really scary and it's really gross, and I'm really losing my mind. I love everybody. Help.